Good morning, everybody. Well, happy January to you. Yes, I'm feeling myself, so my camera lays a little bit under the weather today, so we'll keep on your thoughts and prayers today. So what we're going to do now is I want to start my New Year's by making brownies. Every New Year's, I always have brownies. So I forgot to tape yesterday because I really wasn't feeling good neither was my camera lady, but yeah, it should be okay. So what I want to do now is we're going to make brownies and put chocolate frosting on the brownies. I'm now adding in 2 eggs. I'm going to start with 2 eggs. I get everything over here so you can see what I'm doing, folks. When you film yourself, it's kind of hard, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Alright, so you can see my face. See? 2 eggs. When you live in the country, you do bake a lot. Let me tell you something. But we're going to talk about January when we're done doing this one first, okay? There are many times I had to film myself first. It just happens, you know, somebody doesn't feel good, something, it happens. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to mix these eggs together. You're going to get a really, I know it's kind of hard. I don't want to spill everything. All right, now the next thing is I want to add a cup of sugar. I like to use Domino sugar. It's one of my favorite sugars. Here we go. Here we go. Oops. We don't want to lose anything. Okay. Fill the sugar into the egg. Now mix this together. It's very hard, folks, because I don't want to lose anything. Here we go. Yeah, I like to have trees. January is a very interesting month. There's a lot of stuff coming up in January. I'll tell you that later on. Let me do this one. I'm adding a tablespoon of water. Always add that tablespoon of water. There's a reason for everything. My nephew used to love my brownies. He swore by them. I'm telling you, he swore by my brownies. 1/4 cup of cocoa. Get this out of the way. Hershey's cocoa. My grandmother swore by it. Here we go. There we go. Okay. 1/4 cup of cocoa. I'm really sorry, folks, you can't see what it looks like when I'm making, but you're going to see the finished product, folks. There we go. Mix this together. One time, folks, this wasn't funny. I almost forgot to add the sugar. In fact, I did one time. It was a cake. I don't remember what it was. It was waffles. Maybe I wasn't feeling good that day. No excuse. Don't forget to add sugar when you have to add sugar. When you bake, you use a lot of sugar, obviously. Here we go. You want to get all the powder out. You don't want to leave anything in here, folks. Okay. Next is going to be a stick of unsalted butter. Make sure it's melted. I use bake salt. Here we go. Here we go. Mix this together. We're going to see in a minute what it's going to look like anyway when I put in the cake thing on. The main thing is you see the finished product. Here we go. Now, the next thing is I have to add flour. A cup of flour. Oh. Here we go. Make sure, folks, you level it. Make sure everything is completely leveled. Because you want to make sure you don't want to leave anything out. You don't want to have too much, you know. Okay, we're going to mix this together. Okay. A lot of arm movement, folks. That's what Grandma Elizabeth used to call it when you bake. Oven is ready to be put in. You always make sure, folks, preheat your oven. It's very important. You don't preheat your oven, it won't come out right, no matter what you do. I have one more thing to put in here, because my arm is feeling sore, which is a good sign. I'm adding in my baking powder. Here we go. Oh. You're amazed at making brownies. Sometimes you can use a stick chocolate too. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to do that coming up. Good. Everything over here mixed together. Many ways, many things you can add to brownies. You can add walnuts, all kinds of stuff. All right, you want your dough to have a great consistency. Okay, I'm grabbing my cake pan. I'll show you in a minute once I get into the cake pan, okay? You want to make sure it's leveled, even on all ends, okay? This is what you want it to look like. Pop in the oven, 350, and bake it for about a half an hour. Hi, we're back again. All right, you want to make sure you cook your brownies long enough so they actually become almost cake-like. It's a combination of a cookie and cake. That's all you need to know. Here we go. I'm going to cut this up. You want to make sure it comes out like a beautiful square. Cut a couple squares. And I'm going to dab it with something that's going to be really delicious. Oh. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of chocolate frosting on it. Sometimes, folks, you can even add walnuts to it. It all depends, you know. It all depends. Okay, let's get this over here, folks. I'd like you to see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I love anything sweet. I have a sweet tooth, I know that. I'm not perfect. Yeah. But I made a New Year's resolution to go on a diet, yeah. That's more talk than anything else, folks. Honest to goodness. And here we have the... Oops, where are you going, you little devil? I'm going to cut up another square, folks. Sorry about that. Make sure the knife is always... I know it's chocolate frosting on it, but I always want to make sure that when I cut something, the knife is clean. So, you know, here we go. Oh, goodness. And here we have delicious, wonderful chocolate brownies loaded with chocolate frosting. Deborah, Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day.